A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Here we go.
Only a gain of 1 on the game's opening play.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, ready?
Here's 2nd and 9.
Last day 19.
From the gun, Richardson. He's going to look for the home run ball. And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready, ready. Back to 60, back to 60.
First carry now for Kenneth Walker. Oh! And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. He'll look to throw. He connects with Palmer on that one. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Try and run it with Walker. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. Fourth down coming up. The Seahawks sending out their punt team. And he's going to be knocked down before he can even think about returning that one. Whoa! Here's first and 10. His drive will start on the ground. And he's going to give ground and lose yardage here. Back to the 6.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
I like the idea of using the passing game to try to give your offense a little breathing room. You find yourself in the shadow of your own goalpost, Mike. Worst case scenario, you do not want to punt out of your own end zone. So I like the idea of trying to pick up some positive gains through the air. But they've got to come up with some completions and try to pick up at least 1 first down, or you're going to put your defense in a tough spot.
16-yard pickup on that one. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down. Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Now a give up the middle. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. Finding room at midfield. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete.
I can tell you from experience, Mike, that is going to be on his mind the rest of the week. It's one thing to drop a ball. That's going to happen every now and then. But when you do it and it takes away a touchdown, man, that stings. So we can talk short-term memory all we want. But I can promise you, this guy, he's hoping to get another shot at it.
He's going to dial up another deep ball. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to have it. They'll take over at their own 24-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Smith and Jigba there for the catch. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Whoa! And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position. So they made it a priority here early to try to get him the ball in the 1st quarter. But that was their 3rd attempt. None of them have resulted in a catch. I think you got to start looking elsewhere. You don't want to get into a position, Mike, where you feel like you're forcing the guy the ball and forcing your offense to run through him. Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Richardson. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. This one complete to Palmer. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Second and a yard. They'll motion over Flowers. Now, faking the give. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
They motion a receiver right. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Seahawks.
They'll run here with Walker. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face second down and 7. They'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Here now, 3rd and 5. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. And he puts his head down and he picks up the first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really,
that'll be intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 41-yard line.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you. Sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Richardson going to look to throw. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll send him over to the left. Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. He'll find his running back, White. And he will score. Rashad White. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Now for the point after. It's up and through. And the Bucs move out on top, 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
27 They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They get 24 on that one. 1st down, Seattle.
Here we go, set. Track 60. Go.
Back to throw. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
We spent so much time talking about quarterbacks and the special plays that they can make. And, of course, that's a big part of playing quarterback in the NFL. But also, can you avoid the bad plays? Do you know when the fight is over and live to play another down? Don't take that sack. Throw the ball away, get back out there on 3rd down, and give yourself a chance.
Here's Blake Gillikin now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And this will not turn out to be a good return. Forced backwards, and they get him out of bounds. 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. 70 range. 70 range. Ready.
Throwing is Richardson. Big run here. He's tackled beyond the 35-yard line.
5 yards on the play. That's good for a Tampa Bay.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. To throw, it's Richardson. He's going to take a shot down the field. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Now Richardson. They'll look to set up the screen here. Good pickup of 16 on that screen play and a 1st down.
60 bison. 60 bison.
At the 49-yard line.
Ready. Check out.
Here's Richardson. Going up top. That's hard. And he has got this one all the way down to the 2-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Trying to fight his way into the end zone, but they will mark him short. Down at the 1. Ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. They'll run. And he will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force 4th down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. The Bucs have the field goal unit on the field. He'll bang that one through. It's good. So we're at halftime here in Tampa, and the Buccaneers are in the lead. And we get you across the state to Orlando. And check in with the coach. Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
This has really just been the story of the entire game. They just seem out of sync, don't they? I mean, they desperately need to find a way to just get some points on the scoreboard, any way it takes. They don't complete on the deep pass there, but keep shooting for it because at some point something's going to break your way. And
nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a 1st down. He'll drop to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Well, after being shut out in the first half, it has to feel good for this offense, Mike, to just get on the board, get something going. But now the question we have to ask is there enough time to come all the way back?
Yeah, just some belief, right, Greg? Just let's watch these guys on the next few drives. Did that give them a little belief that they can stay in this game? Best way to start with that score. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll begin here on the ground. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line, and we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
He'll get this out to his running back. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league, and it results in a negative play.
3rd and long.
Go.
From the gun, Richardson. Now he'll air one out. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Woo! And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They motion the slot man left. They'll throw out of the gun. Got a man left side. It's caught. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. Here's Walker. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up 2nd and goal.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Now they'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
What once looked like a promising drive has suddenly hit a little bit of a roadblock here, Mike. They're in scoring position, yes. But now on 3rd and goal, following that 2nd down sack, this defense has a shot to come away, only giving up 3.
That one taken in, middle of the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. 2nd touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Seahawks are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Here comes a return from the end zone. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive.
Let's go.
Up the middle they go. And some good running there. He'll fall forward for about 7.
On the ready.
2nd down and 3. On the ground, they'll go with Rashad White, the back out of Arizona State. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst, they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he is tough to bring down. Finally, the defense gets him on the ground. It'll be no gain on that play.
This play right here is just a clear example of just how hard it is to bring this back down, Mike. I mean, he had to break multiple tackles just to get back to the original line of scrimmage. But give credit to the defense. They kept bringing bodies at him, and they're eventually able to get him down for no gain.
Throwing right, it's taken in. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him.
And for a third time today, he's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
Look, Mike, the reality here is that he's just not seeing the field the way that he needs to. Now, give credit. A big part of this is the defense doing an excellent job disguising its coverages all game long. Just before the snap, when he thinks he has the answers, the secondary changes the questions, and they've been rewarded with 3 picks for their effort.
They'll motion over Flowers. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Seahawks 14,